What's good, y'all? King of the Root back with another video, and I'm just gonna come in really quickly. Um, of course, summer hair's nappy, and anywho, I want to come really quick and tell you what the ancestors are telling me about Beyonce. They are definitely right now trying to replace Beyonce. It's not going to happen very quickly, but it's going to be a slow, subtle thing. But we are now starting to see Beyonce phase out. I think a lot of us were waiting on it, not because we were haters or because we want her to fall, but I think a lot of us were just wondering when would she stop being great or when would she stop being the top and the queen, and when would they finally make room for the next queen? And it looks like they've chosen Taylor Swift, but it's just not about Taylor Swift either. But Taylor Swift is in this. If we were to draw a shape, this triangle or this circle, and I don't know what's going to happen during this, but Beyonce, we're going to start to see some things happen with Beyonce, and we're already seeing it. And it looks like Beyonce also is getting hit with some magic and some witchcraft as well. And I don't think her Ifa or Santeria is working as strongly as it used to. I do believe there are times, and just like in the Bible, how God talks about how Satan will have a certain amount of time to rule the world. I think with witchcraft and manifesting and spell work, it happens like that too. And I think Beyonce's been able to lock in um, a certain time frame, and the industry gave her a certain time frame to rule and be the bomb diggity bomb, and she'll still be the queen, but it'll be time to make way for another queen, and it's time. But we're going to start seeing more things happening with her shows, more things going wrong, and we may even start to see more drama and more of her personal business be exposed. But it's coming. I can feel it. The ancestors are showing us. She kind of knows it. She's a Virgo. She's going to fight, and she's very strong. And just because I said her witchcraft is not working like it used to doesn't mean it doesn't still work. It's just like I said, she had a certain time frame to manifest with certain spell work. And all of it just wasn't just spell work. Beyonce's very talented and she could have did it without spell work. The spell work was used for a whole lot of other things that we just aren't privy to see. But yeah. If nobody else has said it, you've heard it here first. You watch. I'm gonna give it, I wanna say either 5 or 7 years. I'm seeing that. I wanna say in the next 7, and it may be complete. The full falling of her in the next 7 will be complete, but you're going to see it. So not in 7 years you'll start to see it. Over the next 5 to 7 years you're going to start to see things happening. Okay, that is my prediction for Beyonce. Lizzo, who cares? I don't know. And I think it's so funny now that all the fans are turning on Lizzo so quickly. You bitches were so fake following her and fake loving her and fake um it's about the thick girls and don't body shame. You bitches couldn't wait for her to fall so y'all could talk shit. But I've never liked Lizzo. It's just something about her that's not authentic. And I think it may be because she's a Taurus. I think I've talked about this before. Last year, the beginning of the year, a client hired me for a very long time, and I moved in with this client because we were doing marriage work to bring her husband back. And this lady was a Taurus, and my father's also a Taurus, and he's usually pretty authentic. That's not my issue with my father. My issue is just like a lot of Tauruses when it comes to the personal relationship with kids, and when they fall out, the Tauruses can be pretty abrasive and harsh, and we're not going down that rabbit hole right now, but um the Taurus I lived with, and I've noticed this with a couple of Tauruses, like to lie, and they're not always their authentic self. And it may not be all Tauruses, but it seems like Lizzo is in this category of those type of Tauruses that be on that bullshit. And I don't believe that what Lizzo is campaigning for, all the above, or what she's campaigning for big girl rights and this and that, and no body shaming and whatever, because I don't follow the bitch, don't care for her, but we know some of the things because it's always in the media and you can't escape it. um I just know whenever I see her, I don't believe her. I believe Lizzo wants to go and get on the operating table just like the rest of these women and get a BBO and get that body together. But they've chosen a certain slot for her. She is now the big girl queen of Hollywood, almost like the Missy Elliott's, the Queen Latifah's. I don't think she wants to be it. And that's not just the issue. I just don't feel authenticity from her. And I don't care for Lizzo. And it's not because she's big. I'm the big girls. I'm one of the big girls and girls who are heavy set or big boned or whatever you want to call them. I've always been one of their biggest fans. growing up with a lot of heavy set women or big boobed women or big butted women and women with curves who are voluptuous and who are beautiful. And I've always respected them, especially the big women who carry themselves and don't let the world stick them in boxes and those I grew up with the big women who were like, "You're not going to stick me in a box. If that skinny bitch right there, who's a size zero, can wear that bikini, I can wear it too, with these stretch marks, these dents, the cellulite, all that." Okay, I've always had those type of women in my life. I can do it too, and I can do it better. And bitch, I can get a man too. You feel me? But Lizzo doesn't give me that, and Lizzo will surely fall too eventually. But Lizzo has the machine pushing her very heavily. But Lizzo definitely gives me a lot more. She gives me the Britney Spears song "Lucky." But she cries, cries, cries in her lonely heart, thinking, if there's nothing, if there's nothing missing in my life, then why do these tears come at night? Like Lizzo gives me that. She gives me the fake face in public and be crying at home, going through it and not wanting to live this life and walk this path. Okay, and I don't even want to speak on the allegations that are coming out about her because I don't care. I believe them. And she's full of shit, and she's been full of shit. And she's another earth sign. These earth signs sometimes be on bullshit, but they like to put the earth signs above the fire signs as far as them being the kings of queens when it comes to any career path. They always put the Capricorn at the top. They'll put the Aries and Leo in somewhere, and sometimes they'll let us be at the top, but we'll be secondary top. Okay, not that I care, because they can't do it like us. But yeah.